Hi guys, in today's video I want to be talking to you about an increase in your profit for your rental properties. If your property is vacant and you're looking to get your next tenant, there's a couple of things that you should be looking out for in the property. Looking at its general condition, how much wear and tear is going on. If the carpets and the walls are getting a bit tired, I would definitely recommend getting a refresh throughout. It gives the best impressions for any prospective tenants and also gets you higher rent on that front, because a tenant knows that if they want to move in, 9 times out of 10 they want it to be long term, especially the good tenants. And if that's the case, they want to make sure that the property is going to be looked after, so they can remain looking after it, and then it's a mutual agreement that everybody's happy. Another thing to bear in mind is maybe considering accepting pets in your rental property. The reason for this, there's a large market out there that only wants properties that will accept pets. And not a lot of landlords do actually accept them. If you look at the research and the numbers on tenants who do have pets, they tend to actually be better tenants long term and pay more regularly. And because of that, they have pets and not a lot of people accept them. They tend to be more longer term, so they don't have the worry of looking for their next rental property with their pets. If you already have a tenant in situ, it's definitely worth doing an annual review of your rent and checking that it is in line with market value. In terms of products and bills, etc., you're always good at looking at the current market, go and compare the market, also speak to a mortgage advisor and see if you are on the best rates that are out there. When you go around to do your inspections, look at the property thoroughly and decide actually if it's a small job now and sooner or later that's going to become a big job. It's always worth doing the small jobs and save you money longer term than leaving it for a long period of time, and then that small amount of money becomes a large amount of money to get these jobs fixed. Also means that your tenant's happier. That will avoid them moving, which will avoid voids. Another thing to bear in mind is keep up to date with all the legislation and regulations that come into play when renting your property out. As we know, there's over 350 laws that affect renting properties, and it's always good to be on top of them. If you don't keep on top of them, there is quite hefty fines that are involved with that. So it may be worth, in terms of investing long term, and maybe even going with an agent who is, again, it's their responsibility and their job to understand the laws and making sure you are compliant. And if you don't decide to do that, it's again, make sure you're up to date with regulations to avoid fines in the long term. If you have any questions or need any updates, give us a call on 01933 837 000.